Stadium, not a seat to be had as playoff football and certainly playoff fever have descended upon the Music City of Nashville, Tennessee. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Buffalo Bills and the Tennessee Titans. It's that most wonderful time of the year, the NFL playoffs, as we're underway on EA Sports. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Good running right there. And this is a man who was a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances, and he picks up nice yardage on that one.
On second down, a run with Breida. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles, gain some additional yardage.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Allen off the play fake. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Well, Charles, you talk about this offense, and you think about the man in charge, their head coach, this marking his first ever playoff game as the head coach, and you wonder what's going through his mind right about now.
Brandon, I think we both agree that he's had a great season, and we wouldn't be surprised at all to see him get plenty of Coach of the Year votes. I thought he took the right tone in his weekly press conference, though. Played it cool, took the reserved angle, and when you don't have the track record...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted, thrown back across his body. Picked off at the 20. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Mond looks to throw on 1st down. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
2nd and 11. Mond going to throw it. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Ross. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Brandon, I think we can see early on they're making a concerted effort to get him the football. So to me, that means they like the matchup that they have. They feel like he's better than the guys that are covering him.
2 plays, 2 passes. We'll see if they go back to that well. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
On 2nd and 9, Mond. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
This was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Mond. Got a man open, it's Ross. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
On 2nd and 9, Mond escaping the pressure right. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the 1st down with Hunt. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. I love those plays. 4th and 1. That's who wants it more, this time the offense.
Yeah, there's a lot of hooting and hollering in there, right? A lot of contact and a lot of collisions as they try and find some space. Who's going to drop their hips, gain leverage, and move the other side backwards? We saw it there for the offense getting it done.
Mond to the air on 1st and 10. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the 1st quarter. We're scoreless after 1. Second and 14. Another try after the 1st down sack. Mond. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And the Bills are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, a shaky start for both quarterbacks now. We had the interception on the opening drive, and now they throw it right back to him.
So does that mean we're really kind of starting from the beginning, Brandon, right? Both of them have done it, so we kind of start from scratch. Looks to me like both of these defenses have done their homework, and they're executing quite well.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And he'll take this one down near the 15. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
And this is going to be incomplete.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
And his kick is indeed good. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen going to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Uchenna Nwosu in there to bury him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. From the gun, it's Allen. They'll get this to Hamler over the middle. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary. And I think you're exactly right. It wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Allen maybe with a free play. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Now Allen. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st down, here's Breida. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Well, speed is definitely a calling card if you play cornerback in this league, and he does a terrific job there of hustling in quickly to make the play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground.
And the final number, pretty impressive courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Here's Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Allen Robinson there to make the grab. And the Bills have taken the lead. And this is no good. He missed it. Not a good start here in the kicking department as this remains a 6-3 score. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Second and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, here's Mond. He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in a defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenders going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
Now he's forced out left. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mond. Swings this out for Hunt. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time on the catch and run. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to the air, Mond. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the first, right around the 15. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. And this one is right through. And that will knock things up here late in the first half. So another good job defensively because they've allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. So back even at 6 apiece as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. Now here's a time. As they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On play action, Allen on the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. Out to his left. This pass caught by Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. So we're at halftime in this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. This will be fielded inside the 5. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied. This is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. Doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs the year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
2nd and 9. Bond looks to throw. Open man is Ross, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Despite the strong run, he'll be hit and dropped shy of the 45. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mon. And got his man complete. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 19.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off, but a nice game there for a first down.
Forced out to his left. And he is out of bounds, looks like right at the 15. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Hunt. And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Kareem Hunt taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Titans have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And it's up and good to extend the lead to 13-6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off around the 41. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
A tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
On first down, here's Mond. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field. Have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Mond, a quick throw, complete. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And this play going to be stopped in its tracks at the 32, and obviously well short of the 1st down. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this one is right down Broadway. And that one makes this a 10-point game at 16-6. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Allen off the play fake. Man open is Robinson. And he's brought down. One quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. On play action, Allen. He'll buy some time right. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Play action. Now it's Allen. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Allen going to throw. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 15-yard line. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick six territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
And again, it's Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Allen Robinson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. This time, the extra point up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. And McGinnis with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here first down. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Mond now off of play action. Flushed out right. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ross. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Fighting him off. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a 1st down, a nice, consistent gain.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up second down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Here's Mond.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on third down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain there for the Bills.
And this is obviously a spot where you lean on your stars. Get the ball to them in open space and let them do what they do.
On the handoff, this is Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Allen.
Open man Hamler, that's complete.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Throwing is Allen. Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command and make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now Allen. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds.
Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In a regular season, only one period is played. We can call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive.
Bond going to throw it.
He finds the speedster Ross. That's complete.
And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the bane of just about every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match up with that slot receiver. That's why they keep going back to him.
And he's had the hot hand. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Off the play fake, Mond.
Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
And, oh, it's incomplete. Oh, that would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Oh, a strip. The ball comes out, and the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Here's Brett Kern now, on for a very important punt here in overtime. A punt of 46, a return of 5. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. An excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
And part 1 is done, now part 2. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Steps away. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A huge play there in overtime.
So now after that big play, things come into focus a little bit sharper because at this point in overtime, a field goal is all they need. That big play there sets them up in field goal range. They want to try and finish this game off.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
They run again with Breida. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. And that carry probably not so much for yardage, just to get the spot that you want to kick the field goal.
And in a yardage game, there's really kind of gravy. And this just becomes what my own coach used to say. Get into position to be in position. And that's what they want, the right spot for their kicker to line up the field goal.
It's a pickup of 4, but they're still a yard short here with 4th down, forthcoming. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settling, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. And I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And the kick is good. He got it. And it's official now. They're going.